So we're working on some stretching and yoga to develop a little bit more of the lordosis in the lower back. Also checking out where the head placement is and just getting the spine to wake up a little bit. So we'll start easy just with standing. And I'm going to turn to face the side. Can bring your hands together in front of the chest and lean forward a little bit. And just notice your head aligned over your shoulders. So you might feel that your head's a little bit forward. So you can just gently tuck the chin back. You might feel that your shoulders are pulling up into your head. So you want to push the armpits down and slightly forward. And then just lean toward your toes a little bit. Let the knees be a little bit soft. And then we'll take the hands down. Bring them slightly behind you, turning the fingers up to the ceiling. And then round the back a little bit, bringing the hands together. So the backs of the hands come together. Then we'll open the hands out, turn the palms open, press the shoulders forward. Then turn the hands up towards the ceiling. Bring the fingertips towards your shoulders. Then we'll bring the hands together. Pressing the armpits forward, reach the arms forward and slightly up. Then relax the belly and let the belly open forward, the chest open forward, the chin slightly lifts as you press your throat forward, relax your face. And then let the hands come down. We'll turn them up, around the back, bring the backs of the hands together, and we'll reach forward and up again, and then slowly come up onto the toes. Let the hands come down. You're staying on your toes as best you can. Helps to focus your eyes. Relax. Breathe. Oops. And then draw the backs of the hands together. We'll turn the hands open. Don't worry if you're tottering. Turn the palms out. And then fingers point up towards the ceiling. Bend the elbows. And let the hands come together, reaching up. Can sink down, bend the knees. Let the knees open out to the side a little bit so they're not collapsing in. And then we'll bring the hands down. Nice. Great. From here, we'll take one leg back. So we're working through warrior one position. So you want to have that back foot a little bit turned out, but you want to also turn that thigh in so you're active in the leg and push into the heel. For now, we'll straighten the front leg. Doesn't need to lock out, but just a little bit straightening. Let the arms come next to your body. And then we'll take the arms up into this W shape. Draw the elbows back so they're under your wrists, so you don't want your elbows behind. So elbows forward slightly so you can squeeze your shoulder blades together and bend the right knee. Then we'll take the arms down, straighten the front leg. Bend the front knee, take the arms into that W shape. And then the arms come down, straightening the leg. We're going to hold this next one. So find that W shape. Keep that back heel grounded. Let all the toes spread. We'll bring the shoulder blades a little bit more together. Then let the belly relax. Let the throat come forward slightly and chin slightly lifts. Relax your face. Pull the shoulders down if you feel them pulling up into the head. Just see if you can press your armpits down. Then we'll straighten and step feet together. We'll change sides. So stepping back with the right foot. Arms can be next to the body. Right foot slightly turned out, but you're turning the thigh in. And the front foot is facing the front of the mat, or it can turn in just a little bit too, but you want to feel that thigh rotating out. And then bending the elbows, coming to that W shape as you bend the left knee, like you're pushing through a doorway. Straightening the leg, let the arms come down. Bend the left knee, arms rise up. Straightening the leg, arms come down. One more time here. Holding here for a couple breaths. Maybe the shoulder blades hug together a little bit, but make sure the shoulders are pulling down. They're not pulling up into the head. Let the throat come forward, the chin slightly lift. And then we'll bring the hands down, step the feet together. And we'll bring the big toes to touching and let the inner thighs hug together. You want the heels to be a little bit apart so your feet are kind of parallel to each other on the outside edge. So you don't want the heels together, just a little bit of turn in with the toes. Feel the inner thighs squeeze together. We'll bend the knees and then take the arms up. Let the arms push forward a little bit. So if you have your hands straight up and you're kind of opening a little bit like this, just push the armpits forward a little bit so you can feel them hollow out. Breathe in here. Maybe you can bend the knees a little bit more. Press the armpits down and forward. One more breath. And then we'll bend the knees. Let the hands come to the floor. You can just cross one leg behind the other and come on down to a seat. Then we'll come onto the belly. Alrighty, we'll turn the head to one side. I'm going to take my glasses off. And let the hands rest on the lower back with the palms facing the ceiling. The direction your head is turned, that arm is going to start the movement. We'll circle that arm out to the side. Let it start to come over your head. And then lift the head and chest so you're looking forward. Now take the opposite leg and let it lift. Okay, so feel free to come down a little bit. If you're trying to force yourself to lift from your head, resist that. Let the chin tuck a little bit and then feel the throat move down towards the mat. Then maybe lift the chin. But if it's stressful, just tuck the chin. And we'll turn the head the other way as the left or the hand comes to your lower back. Then the direction your head is facing, that arm is going to sweep around. The head will lift, chest will lift, looking forward. Then the opposite leg lifts. Then turn the head back to the original position as that arm comes to the lower back. Left arm scoops around, lifting the head as you come center. And then turn the head the other way as the arm comes down. Right arm sweeps around. Inhale, feel the lift. And turning the head the opposite way as you come down. Oh, I forgot to lift the leg. Inhale, arm sweeps around, head and shoulders lift. Then opposite leg comes up. And then turning the head to come down. We'll do one more. Sweeping the arm around, coming center, lifting the opposite leg. And then take a moment to rest. Once you come back to the original position, you can just let the arms come next to the body. And now we'll bring the hands next to the ribs with the elbows close in. And you can bring your forehead onto the floor. Press the hips a little bit into the mat just so you have some leverage to lift your legs. And we're going to lift the chest at the same time. Lifting the chest, lift the legs, and then relax down. Shoulders roll back and down. Lift the chest, lift the legs, and resting down. Inhale to lift. Press into your palms a little bit. Let the throat come towards the mat, and then lift the chin so you're not stressing the back of the neck. Relax your eyebrows. Let the legs come up. Keep the elbows close in. They're going to want to hug out. So see if you can hug them in. And then we'll take the legs apart. Maybe they lift a little more. Then legs together. Then everything comes down. So take your time. Breathe in between. No need to rush with this. Okay, I'm just guiding you what you're actually going to be doing. But if you need to take more rest in between, feel free. Elbows stay close. Lift the chest. Let the throat come towards the mat. The chin lifts so you're not trying to slam the back of the head against the shoulders. Then let the legs lift. Come apart. Come together. And then come down. Let everything come down. Lift again. Press the pubic bone down. Lift the chest. Throat comes towards the mat. The chin lifts towards the front of the mat. Elbows stay close down. Press into the hands. Lift the legs. Legs come apart. Legs come together. And just take a rest. You can turn your head. Bring your hands under your head or alongside your body. We'll do one more thing here on the belly. We'll take the hands to the floor above the head and then come on to the tips of the fingers. Pull the shoulders down a little bit and the armpits press towards the floor. Lift the chest. Then let the throat come forward, chin lifts. And maybe you can bring your palms down. Roll the tips of the elbows, so this part of the elbow towards the floor, and just push into your hands. Throat comes forward, chin comes up. Push the armpits down to the mat and slightly forward. Pubic bone presses a little bit into the floor. Toes press into the floor. Activate your quads just a little bit. And then resting down, let the hands come level with your head as you rest. And we'll just take I'm going to do my left side. You can do either side, but just take the inner thigh along the floor, bringing that knee close to its elbow. Then lean a little bit in that direction and let the opposite arm reach overhead. Just rest here. Then straighten the leg back. Take the opposite hand next to the head again. Turn your head the other way. And slide that thigh towards its elbow. Lean into that direction a little bit and let the other arm extend. Just breathing. Then from here, can just the knee that's bent and drawn towards that elbow, press that hand into the floor and just roll onto your side and then onto your back. Once you come onto the back, just bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat. We'll bring the hands together, reach the shoulder blades for the ceiling, but press the back of your head into the floor. You can press into your feet a little bit. And for you, Jenny, you can actually arch the back slightly. So you're pressing the front of your hips forward. I have to do the opposite usually in this pose. And then we'll bring the knees just over the hips, hands to the knees, and then we'll push the knees against the hands. And again, you can do that little back arch. So you're pushing the hips towards your knees. And then take a rest, just straighten the legs out. And if you would like, you can take a towel or a blanket, give it a roll, and slide it underneath your lower back as you rest here. Turn the palms up and just let the eyes close. You might feel your shoulders are like this, so you might have to take the hands away a little bit, turning the palms to face the ceiling, and just snuggle shoulder blades under you and just rest here for as long as you like. This is such an underappreciated pose, Shavasana. Just noticing any tension in the body that you can relax just by noticing it. Just noticing how you're feeling. Feel yourself being held by the earth, nourished by the sun. Again, feel free to stay here as long as you like. And when you're ready to come up, you can just bend the knees and roll onto your side. Maybe give yourself a moment here. And then your hands can help you come up to a seat. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know how